And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Here we are again, another day committed to picking a fight with the mainstream media and always providing you the timely truth. So around real estate, credit, finance, estate plans, tax plan, we're going to talk about roofing today and fencing here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Brandon Rhymes, I'm your host. Probably talk a little Fitz magic around Tampa Bay, some of the cool things happening, keeping you up to date on current events and life in Tampa Bay, all those things happening out there, helping you avoid a lot of the commission-based advice that's so prevalent in our community. We want to be that number one consumer advocate so that we can help you win.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
Now, we want you to save our hotline number in your phone because at some point you're going to need it. All you have to do is reach out with any questions you have relating to real estate and finance and business and real estate. So many different ways we can help you on this wheel. 813-670-7372.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
813-670-7372. And we want you to bookmark our website, consumerqb.com. consumerqb.com. A plethora of information available there. You can see links to all of our expert contributors as well. These are the finest folks in all of Tampa Bay and the Gulf Coast region that we've assembled, we vetted, and we bring on the air to help give you, we're giving you an empowering message here. A lot of the, going against the grain of the often negative mainstream media, and we're going to entertain, educate, and enlighten. And to help me do that in studio today, Chuck Peterson in the house, back in studio. Suncoast Roofing. Welcome back, sir.
Well, glad to be back.
Yes, sir.
Nice sunshine down here after I was up in the Carolinas for the hurricane. So
oh, wow.
Glad to be back here in the nice, Tampa Bay area.
What did you see up there?
Just my family lives up there, so we were in Charlotte, so we were a ways away from the big storm, but lots of rain, man.
Just helping them get ready for it.
Yep.
Preparing for it.
Yep.
Man.
Yep. Just making sure everybody's good to go.
Good.
Back to work.
Yeah, man. Back to work, back here in studio, and Suncoast Roofing helping a lot of people with, all the previous hurricanes and storms throughout Florida.
Still working on them.
Statewide, pretty much, pretty much statewide except the Panhandle, pretty much, right?
Yeah, these days.
Yeah. Yep. Good stuff. So we're going to hear from Chuck. We got some pictures too. We got some really neat. If you're watching our TV show, I highly recommend you check it out on WeBeam TV. You can stream it live from our website, consumerqb.com, because we put visuals up there and B-roll footage from different websites, different companies that are our sponsors. And today we're going to do a little education around roofing as well. And also in studio, Ron Fuller, Mossy Oak Fence. Welcome back, Ron.
Brandon, I always love to be here. We're going to talk about some good things today. We're going to talk about why my wood fence doesn't last like it used to. And perhaps we can also talk about how great the listeners are to this show.
Love it. We got some great listeners that, I love it when they engage. That's what really gets me. It's like we're doing this show, we're having fun, we're kind of being a leader in the community. But, I really love it when we help people. They call and they reach out and they have needs. They have, misunderstandings about credit or real estate and mortgage. And, there's so many ways that we can help people. We've got several different types of attorneys associated with the show that can help you, everything from estate planning to family law to immigration law, all types of ways that we can help you. So that's a great point, Ron. I appreciate you bringing that up. We really want our listeners to engage with us. And there's also a third way that they can engage if they just text REQB to 313131. It's a real simple way. Just text REQB. That's kind of my mantra, my nickname, real estate quarterback. So REQB to 313131. Real simple text. They're going to get back some information. And our promise is to get back to you before our head hits the pillow that same day. And I'm Brandon Rhymes. I'm your host here, former USF football player. Now I'm quarterback in a different game here for our buyers and sellers and investors with PlatinumMVPRealty.com, and also quarterbacking, the show here, helping you win in any marketplace. We got a couple of open houses going on this weekend. I want to let you know about. This one is over at 1370 Gulf Boulevard, unit number 401, Clearwater Beach. This is the Sand Key Bella Rosa condo. Just reduced this one 50 grand also down to $1.149 million. Beautiful listing of mine. We got an open house going on this Friday, 4 to 8 p.m. Say hello to Aaron with Platinum MVP Realty over at the beach there. 1370 Gulf Boulevard. Beautiful property. $1.149 million. Just reduced. Beautiful property for sale on the beach. Compliments of Platinum MVP Realty. And another open house as well. 12091 145th Street in Largo. This property is another gorgeous home that we have. 3 bedrooms, 2 bath. Saturday, we're doing an open house. I believe it's 10:30 to 3, 10:30 to 2 over at 145th Street in Largo. This one's close to the beach, and it's not in a flood zone. That's what's really unique about this property. And they just added some additional square footage. So beautiful properties here. Compliments of Platinum MVP Realty.com for all of your real estate needs, buying, selling, or investing. Platinum MVP Realty.com. And I got to give a shout out to Bilmar Beach Resort over on Treasure Island. The official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show is Bilmar Beach Resort, Treasure Island, filled with fantastic and generous amenities to make your vacation that much more special. And the Bilmar Beach Resort is great for weddings, business trips, or just your local staycation. Beautiful place. They've got the pool. They've got 2 pools there. They've got the restaurant at Sloppy Joe's attached to the property, and it's just a great place to go hang out on the beach. Bring your fishing pole if you want to wet the line out there, and have a lot of fun on the beach there. So, feel good story of the week coming up. Residents line up to foster shelter animals during Hurricane Florence. There's our feel good story coming up for you, and we've got Chuck Peterson here in studio. Let's jump right into it, Chuck. So, so you were up in the Carolinas, so you kind of got out of there as it was coming once you saw it was a direct miss, or
yeah,
not a direct threat.
My family all lives up there, so I headed up Thursday to make sure everybody was batting down. But we're in Charlotte, so that's pretty far from the coast. So we didn't have too much trouble. Some flooding, power outages over our way, but nothing too dramatic for us. Thank goodness.
Yeah, man. What's the latest with the folks up north there? I know the rain just kind of stalled and just flooded, right?
Yeah, and they're talking. I talked to some friends of ours that are down in the eastern part of the state, and they're still saying the rivers could go 50 feet above flood stage by today.
Wow.
Because all the water's still coming from the western part of the state, still headed back down to the coast. So all the rain they had, plus all the rain that went into the western part of the state, is flooding back down in there. And so they're just covered over.
Yeah, so the ground's already saturated. There's nowhere for it to go.
It's just terrible.
Wow, man, this is record. It seems like every year it's what was it? It was Texas, then then we get hit in Florida here and there.
Yeah.
Man, the years before that, Katrina and New Orleans.
Yeah, I mean, and they had Matthew in the eastern part of North Carolina a couple of years ago. When we got it down here, it went up that way and stalled over the same place it's getting hit now. So
wow.
2 years ago, they had the same thing they were dealing with, and this is more rain than that storm was. So, it's been tough living. The
thing that's scary from a political perspective is the National Flood Insurance Program. The NFIP. That's the fund that is there. And I remember Superstorm Sandy that hit New York and New Jersey, I believe. Yeah. That kind of bankrupted the NFIP, and now, and then of course, and traditionally people think of Florida and, the peninsula that we're on. They think of us as the ones that use that money, but, nowadays it's all cards are off the table, right?
Yeah. I mean, we've probably had, North Carolina's probably had more storms than Florida other than the last 2 years. We took 2 hurricanes down here, but one of those hurricanes still hit North Carolina pretty hard, Matthew, and then they have Florence this year. But, because it sticks out so far in the Atlantic over there. I mean, it's a lot of storms.
Yeah.
A lot of flooding going on.
Yeah, it is. So, when it comes to the roofing side of that, man, it all starts with the roof, keeping the weather out.
Yeah, it does, and for those folks up there, the FEMA group guys are already en route and have all that stuff. We're FEMA certified contractors, and, if we'd have chose to go up through there, we could have had, but we have enough business down here to keep us going. So
right.
We're not pulling up stakes and moving, but the FEMA guys are on site working on that already.
Yeah.
But
wow.
A lot of issues up there.
Yeah.
For another bunch of folks that got hit again.
And that's not just one city. I mean, that's a whole region of the state, right?
Yeah, whole eastern part of the state. I mean, they closed I-95.
Wow.
40 miles of I-95 for 2 days because it was flooded.
Unbelievable.
So that's a lot of rain.
That is tons of rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. If you just joined us, I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. We're talking with Chuck Peterson, Suncoast Roofing here on the show, longtime friend of the program and expert contributor, all things roofing in those areas of construction, especially, the roofing side. So let's lighten it up here. We got some roofing jokes.
Yeah, I see this. I'm not sure exactly how much jokes there are here.
Yeah. So all right, what is it that keeps a roofing team together? Team is a big part of it, right? So when it comes to keeping your team together, what is it that keeps that team together?
Yeah, I'm going to let Ron answer that one.
Yeah, Ron.
Well, what keeps a roofing team together is trust.
Yeah, trust.
Yeah.
Why did the roofer go to the doctor?
Oh, it's just terrible.
He had a bad case of the shingles.
Yeah, man.
All right, one more.
Well, yeah, let's just do that.
Why did the roofer have to go to the dentist?
To keep biting his nails.
Yeah, he couldn't stop biting his nails.
Man.
Last one.
All right.
What is fallen debris from the edge of a roof called? Eavesdropping.
Man.
There we go. Taking it into the break.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. We'll come back. All right, so we come back. We're going to jump into some common roofing problems that you find.
Yeah.
And we also have a picture to go along with this for the folks watching our TV show on WeBeam TV. And we have our feel-good story of the week and also Ron Fuller coming up as well. So stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, I'm Ken Shamrock, and you're here with Consumer Quarterback Show. And I say, Brandon Rhymes, knock out your competition.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Giving a shout out to wholebodyfuel.com. Convenient delivered meals to your home or office. Chef Brian Adamo and his team, wholebodyfuel.com. They have the world's famous protein donuts, excellent food. And they deliver these meals directly to your home or office, making it easy for you to be healthy, eating healthy. What else do you have in this world if you don't have your health? You've got to be more cognizant of the calories and the foods, the vitamins, the minerals that you're putting into your body. And I highly recommend wholebodyfuel.com. Check them out. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. Take them up on special offers and incentives just by listening, just by mentioning that you're a fan of the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, we're back here in studio. We're going to help you win. Chuck Peterson in the house, Suncoast Roofing, Ron Fuller, Mossy Oak Fence. And do you guys follow this magic going on around Tampa Bay? You've been following the magic?
Yeah, we've been following the magic.
The Fitz magic.
Yeah.
It's there, man. He's got the hot hand.
He does. There's no doubt.
Now you got the controversy already setting in.
There's no controversy.
It's go with the hot hand, right?
Yeah. Jameis is going to be looking for another job.
You see, hey, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, if he keeps this up at two weeks in a row with what 400 plus passing yards, right?
You can't set him on the bench.
No, he's making the throws, man.
I'm still reeling from, you said protein donuts.
Yeah, they're good.
He says it all the time, every show. And I've never seen a protein donut. He keeps saying they have them out there, but I'm like, I'm not sure that's a real thing.
You got to get James to get you on the show next time when they're here.
Chuck and I need to experience that to make sure it's
a protein donut.
It's so good.
I'm sure that's on my diet plan, right?
It's so good. If you look at the label too, and it literally has, I forgot, like 18, 19 grams of protein.
Really?
And it's got, of course, they do all the different calories, tasty stuff. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good calories, right?
Probably all
sugars on top, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they got the sugars on top, but it's got all the different types of flavors. Just really good stuff.
We'll talk to James.
Yeah, there you go. next time he comes in. So back to the roofing side. So we got a slideshow set up here. We want to go through this. We pulled up some interesting pictures. So here are the 10 most common problems to be on the lookout for. So we got roof cement, number one. So the picture, again, if you're watching our TV show or maybe you're checking out some of our repurposed content here on YouTube or Facebook, you can see this. But number one is roof cement. What do we got there, Chuck?
So this is where a homeowner had a leak around his chimney, and he went up there and got some roofing tar at Home Depot or Lowe's and went up there and just splattered it all around, hoping it'll seal up to the block and cover his shingles up. And it'll probably work for a month or two. And then when it heats up and cracks and heats up and cracks, then he'll have another leak. And then it'll cost him twice as much to get it fixed because we have to go tear all that stuff off.
Yeah, because it's going to heat up and expand.
Yeah, it's just like asphalt on the road. It's going to heat up and cool and expand, and it's going to crack. And then when it cracks, it's just done deal.
It's timely to have Chuck on the show because if anyone's listening that has relatives up north, there's going to be a lot of roof work going on.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you can give some good tips on what to look for.
Yeah, I mean, really and truly, if your chimney's leaking, it's going to be your flashing. It's leaking more than likely, and somebody needs to come in there and put step flashing above it. I mean, there's a way to go cut into the block, into the concrete between the blocks, put another piece of flashing in that'll seal all that up. It's a repair that needs to be done because you can't stop it any other way. This is a temporary at best stop.
Temporary at best. Yeah. And one of these.
Come on, man.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, number two. So no chimney cricket. Number two here.
All right, so in the state of Florida, actually, if you have a chimney wider than 2 foot, it's code mandated that we put a chimney behind your cricket. What that chimney does, the bottom picture shows you, it's a little diverter, where the top picture shows the water just flows against the chimney. It stops right there. All the bushes back up. Eventually it goes over top of your flashing and floods just like the last picture. This keeps the water from going against the chimney. It diverts it to the left and right. Okay. And then so when the water comes off the roof, it can't get behind your chimney. It goes beside your chimney.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. And it's called a cricket.
All right, number three, looks like we got missing kick-out flashing here. Kick-out flashing is critical where roof edges meet a sidewall.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily, I will say this, it's not necessarily there's no kick-out flashing there, but you could see the wood is rotted right where the shingles meet the wood, and there's no flashing underneath that wood. Right. So it was never flashed correctly to start with, or they wouldn't have that problem anyway.
Yeah.
They just completely missed the flashing.
Because you want
altogether.
You want that water off the property as soon as possible. And
it's getting off. It's just going right through the wood to get off. But if there'd have been flashing underneath that lap board at the top right there, it would run right back out and never cause that damage anyway.
Yeah.
But there's no flashing on that in that house.
And that's what they call deferred maintenance.
That's what they call for that wrong installation. Is what that one is. So
and that's going to keep you from getting a loan.
Deferred maintenance is because it's rotted already. Nobody's gone to fix it. But it was put on wrong.
Yeah,
I mean, it was literally no flashing put on that.
And
house.
you're not going to get a loan. There's not going to be a new buyer.
Oh no,
something like that. That's going to be an issue.
Out.
Yep.
Tear it
all right,
out.
we got number 4 here.
Okay.
Number 4, we got bad chimney flashing again. So good chimney flashing includes sections of steep flashing that runs along the sides of the chimney and counter flashing. So
the counter flashing we were talking about. So at the bottom down there, they're adding the counter flashing in. They're taking that little chisel right there. They're knocking into the concrete that's between the blocks.
Yes.
And that counter flashing goes inside that concrete, and then we reseal it. And it
grout.
goes back down and goes over top of the flashing that's down there.
That's a smart way to do it.
Yeah, and the one at the top is just showing you there's no counter flashing at all. And, of course, we can look at the shingles on the top one right there, and we have something somewhere about old shingles. And those shingles are about 80 years old.
Yeah,
they're dried up, bent up. Those are just shot.
They've done their job. They need to be retired.
Yes.
They need to be retired to the landfill, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know who even got on that roof to take that picture, but they were skating around on that thing.
All right, we got number 5. It says missing gutter apron here on number 5. When water flows off the edge of your roof, sometimes it clings to the underside of the shingles and dribbles toward the fascia.
That is a true statement if you use some of the older products.
Mm-hmm.
With the new underlayments that we use now, the peeling sticks, that's really not an issue at all. And with starter shingles, the codes in Florida almost eliminate that entirely. Just because the way that the drip edge, which is that white metal piece the guy has there where it says gutter apron,
right?
That's a drip edge piece that's going to go back up underneath your shingles. It is completely sealed under the peeling stick and under the starter shingles. So that problem in Florida is really non-existent anymore. The older houses still have it, but not anymore. But like we were talking about the Carolinas up there, they hardly even put drip edge on. Up there, it's not required at all. So the water does get up underneath those shingles. It'll just leach back around.
Yep.
And it'll rot that fascia board right out.
Wow.
So Florida's codes pretty much protect us from that.
That's good. All right, so we're on number 7 here, hail damage.
No, we missed
6. Here we go. Vent flashing failure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is the one we're talking about. The rubber boot up there is torn.
Right.
These are boots. Once again, the codes in Florida don't allow those boots to even be there anymore. Now we have lead boots that are one piece. They cover the whole pipe, and they have a whole flange at the bottom that's sealed underneath the shingles. So these issues would be for older houses.
Yep.
The new houses don't have these at all. This lead collar down here that's completely broke off, that would be like a storm hit that. I mean, to bust a lead boot off like that would be a work. But obviously both those, if you have an older house, both those need to be fixed because you're doing nothing but letting water penetrate your roof.
Just a matter of time. So you got to replace the whole thing.
Yeah, your decking is completely water saturated probably.
All right, number 7, this is hail damage here.
Yeah, that is hail. We don't get tons of hail damage in Florida, but that is what hail damage looks like. It looks like you took a hammer, went up there and dinged the spots, took the granules off your roof.
Yep.
If you have a hailstorm and you see that on your house, you need to call your insurance company because that is covered under Florida's insurance.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. Call your insurance company, call a roofing company as well to get, to make sure you're getting, we'd like to be the ones to go talk to you to get to do the estimates and do all the work on the roof and all. But
right.
You need to call your insurance company. That's covered. So you have to pay your deductible. But if you have hail damage across your roof, they'll pay for your roof.
Yeah, that's great. Reach out to Eunice Halstead. She's our insurance partner here on the show, expert contributor, Eunice Halstead.
She can tell you how that works, and we can go do all the work for you.
Yeah, and they're gonna want something in writing from a roofing company like Suncoast.
They will.
Yeah.
Yep.
And real quick too, we're kind of coming up on our break here, but certified master elite roofing contractor, GAF master elite.
Yep.
Big difference between those that are and that are not.
Yeah, I mean that puts us in the top 2% of the state. It's requirements by GAF financially and quality control as far as the roofs go on. They do an inspection of a certain amount of our roofs every year by their field inspectors to make sure our quality is up. And that allows us to maintain that status as the top, in the state.
And that's giving you the 50-year warranty?
Gives you the 50-year warranty on your shingles, 25-year non-prorated labor and materials the first 25 years. So if we put it on wrong, or if the shingles look like those shingles up there, 20 years, you call GAF up and they pay for everything to be replaced. And the best warranty in the business, but you have to be a GAF Master Elite contractor to be able to give that warranty out.
Yeah.
GAF doesn't back that for everybody that can just walk in and buy a GAF shingle.
Right on. Reach out to Suncoast Roofing, 813-670-7372. You can call or text anyone that you know that needs some roofing repairs or just a good estimate from an honest company, 813-670-7372. And, of course, consumerqb.com is the website. You can see Chuck Peterson's information there on our website, consumerqb.com. Now, make sure you follow us on social. We know you're on social media. Most people are. Follow us on Facebook, Consumer Quarterback Show, Instagram and Twitter at Brandon Rhymes 1, and stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. More from our expert contributors, and we got a good feel-good story lined up. Residents line up to foster shelter animals during Hurricane Florence. We'll see you right after this break.
This is Work Done, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show, hosted by my man, Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Hi, my name is Joe Stalteri. I'm one of the owners of Complete Care Systems. At Complete Care Systems, we do carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, tile and grout cleaning, tile and grout sealing, wood floor and laminate floor deep cleaning, as well as stripping and waxing of linoleum and vinyl floors, and a whole lot more. We also run daily deals and special, which you can find at CompleteCareSystems.com, or simply call Tricia up at 727-364-5158, and she'll answer all your questions and give you over the phone free estimates. Or she'll send me out to your home or office to give you an on-site free estimate. At Complete Care Systems, we don't cut corners, we clean them.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, we're back here. Brandon Rhymes, Consumer Quarterback Show, published author, professional speaker. Check out our book on Amazon, Become the MVP in Your Industry by Surfing the Radio Waves. And we'd love for you to check that out on Amazon. Buy a copy, leave us a review. And it's kind of leading to our Business Growth Celebrity Academy, and I'm a top agent here in Tampa Bay, recently selected into the top 1% of all realtors nationwide. So really cool accomplishments, and we thank you for helping us with that. Our listeners of our show, we really value you guys tuning in, listening in, engaging with us online, social media, getting a lot more Instagram DMs. I like Instagram as one of the favorite as far as social media goes. It's easier to post as you're mobile, but I also want to give a shout out to Nova with Prestige Cleaning. She does a great job cleaning our real estate properties. Nova McNeil Prestige Cleaning. Check her out on Facebook as well. She does a great job. Commercial cleaning, residential cleaning, and we want you reaching out to the show partners, Nova with Prestige Cleaning, 24/7 cleaning, and she does a great job. So back here in studio, Chuck Peterson, Suncoast Roofing, Ron Fuller, Mossy Oak Fence coming up, and I want to let you know about a couple of hot South Tampa listings. Both of these properties are in the Plant High School district, so this is one of the most sought after areas in South Tampa for as far as schools go. 3911 West Euclid Avenue, Belmar is the subdivision. 4 bedrooms, 3 full bath, 2 half bath, $832,000, just reduced down to $832,000. This is a great property, move-in ready, 4,000 plus square foot home with too many upgrades to list. Also another property at 103 South Havana Avenue, 5 bedrooms, 3 bath, reduced down to $545,000, and this is a charming South Tampa home, 2450 square feet, and it's again Plant High School district. You got Mitchell Wilson district as well. One of the best school zones for a family, fenced-in backyard, or great for an investor. Great Airbnb property here. The owner's making a good amount of income renting it out through the Airbnb app. And check out all of our real estate properties at PlatinumMVPRealty.com. PlatinumMVPRealty.com. All right, we got Chuck Peterson here in the house. We got Ron Fuller, Mossy Oak Fence. So Ron, you're helping people, add value to their home, protect their assets, keep things in and keep other things out with these fences, man, right?
That's right, absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of security with fence and a lot of peace of mind too, particularly for pets and your children. I get a lot of great stories of people saying, look, I've got small kids, and sometimes I just need to know that they're safe without constantly looking over their shoulder. And so that's what we provide. But I wanted to throw a shout out to your listeners. You have a tagline, intelligent talk radio with intelligent folks.
That's right.
Folks, they're in here somewhere. I know that includes me, so that's cool.
Yeah.
So your listeners are amazing. The customers that we have from your show have been really great to work with.
Great to hear.
And they're intelligent people. So kudos to you. That's you driving in your car right now.
Yeah.
You're intelligent. You're listening and you're learning. And that's what's great. I mean, music is just almost like a background drone. But when you're listening to talk radio, you're educating yourself, you're growing. And hats off to your listeners.
That's right. Yeah, it's a big part of it. I think, so many people want to know, what's happening. They're staying informed, and there's some really good content on our stations. There really is.
Yeah, I always learn things being on the show from your guests as well. But I want to talk about why do wood fences seem to not last anymore. Perfect example, yesterday I was in Daytona Beach with a realtor referral, her mother. And she said, part of my fence is about 14 years old, and obviously it's soft, it's spongy, it's time to replace it, I should say. But it's 14 years old. And she said, why this new section that got taken down from the hurricane 2 years ago, why is this shot even more so than my 14-year-old fence? And the answer is pretty simple. These fences are made out of pine. And years ago, we used arsenic to help preserve the pine fence, and the pine was domestically grown. Well, the EPA has outlawed the use of arsenic for several reasons. It's going to give us better water and so forth. So that's part of the reason. And the other reason is a lot of this pine now is farmed out of Central America. So it's grown very quickly. It's given growth hormone. So you have a tree that's 7 years old that's the size of a typical 20-year-old pine. So it's just softer and more inferior wood. So it's just simply not designed to hold up. That's why we use kiln-dried cedar. cedar has always been an excellent product in terms of standing up to the weather. It's what Grandma made her cedar hope chest out of. It's what you line your closets with. If you want something that's going to last and it has to do with wood, cedar is the natural choice. And the other thing that we use is posts are actually galvanized steel and concrete. So the same steel post that's holding up the stop sign where you just ran it and got a ticket, that is what we're using for your post. So your failure is going to be in the post typically. It's typically not going to be your pickets. Typically it's going to be the post that's in the ground. And why is that? Well, termites, carpenter ants, moisture, constant moisture in Florida.
Yeah.
So by using galvanized steel and concrete, we've eliminated the issue of rotting posts. The other great thing is you no longer have that post exposed. So often people are familiar with the term good side or bad side in or out on your fence. Typically when you're adding a fence in communities, you have to be good side out for your neighbor, bad side in. Bad side referring to the fact that you're seeing the horizontal runners and you're seeing the post. Well, with our galvanized steel post, we've hidden those because it's actually a U-channel. So it hides within the wood, and we put a nice piece of cedar over top of it.
Nice. That's really cool. So you get both. You get the aesthetics look of it. You get the functionality of the superior product, so it's not going to rot in the ground like the traditional, like you explained.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I mean, your fence is a big investment, and at least the way we do it, we want it to last for you.
Yeah.
We've been awarded the Best Practices Award year after year for what we do, and we're always looking out for the consumer. We would rather build a fence that's going to last and have you refer us to your neighbor than say, well, we'll see you in 5 years because of the piece of junk we're putting in your backyard.
Yeah. Mossy Oak Fence Company, Ron Fuller here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, and I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. So, some of the other, additional benefits, security is the one that jumps out, but you're adding value to your property. Properties, we've seen properties sell that, you just add a fence on it and it's like, wow, there's, the homeowner can come in, she has a small family and she says, okay, perfect. There's a place for the kids to go out there and play and not have to worry.
Yeah, Brandon. I think I mentioned on the show recently, particularly in our markets in Maitland and Winter Park, Florida, we're finding homes for sale adding the new fence. We have some real estate agents that are pretty well educated on the benefit of a good fence. And the typical thought would be, well, I'm not going to replace my fence, my home's for sale. Well, no, it's actually helped bring contracts to the table. So people, it's just something they see as they pull in. And we do some really great decorative fence. You can actually give us a photo of an idea, and our guys in the shop can build it for you.
And you match it to the architecture of the home, right?
Precisely. So in some cases, the architectural feel of the home, the best aesthetic might be rough sawn cedar wood. It's particular if you have, say, a brown brick home or a home that really matches that aesthetic. In some communities, PVC or vinyl is what's actually required. Victorian homes look great with white PVC. And then in some cases, it's going to be the metal. More in an executive level home, the aluminum fence is just going to look dynamite. And we do some really great things. We arch gates. We can actually put a logo in. You have a beautiful home you're building on the lake. I've got an idea for your gate already. We've got to get that MVP right in,
I like that.
CNC router that thing.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea. Yeah, and dog runs, that's a whole nother, great to have for a dog just to be able to have that freedom to go out.
Yeah, that's really cool. With a doggy door, we designed a little space so Fido can get out there and you're not literally having to take him out every couple of hours. And I'll tell you what, when it's raining outside or just when Fido's home alone for hours on end, they can come in and out as they need to.
Yeah.
I'm sure it pressures a dog to know they're not supposed to have an accident in the house. And there's times when you're just stuck at work or you can't get home to that dog. And now you're stressed out and your dog's stressed out because the dog says, I have to go.
Right.
But I can't open this door. So a doggy door with a dog run is a really great addition.
Now, Ron, talk a little bit about the unity, the family that you guys have over there. I know you're winning awards, and you had mentioned in the past, everything from the CEO down to the installers. Everybody has the same philosophy over there.
Absolutely. We're all accessible, and we're all accountable to the customer. So it's not this person's job or that person's job or this person's fault. We all take accountability for each and every job, and that's really important to us. And at Mossy Oak, we are a family. We have a very organized process when it comes to the fencing, and I actually sent you some shots. Our fence material stays dry in our warehouse. We actually cover our cedar. Our cedar actually has a vinyl covering. We package a job with the name, with the hardware, everything that needs to go. It's shrink wrapped in plastic, and there's a loading process each and every morning. But yeah, we're a family at Mossy Oak Fence, and that really means that our customers are considered clients. A customer is somebody like I go into Publix and I'm checking out. I'm a customer. I'm buying some kombucha.
Yeah.
But a client is somebody who, and this is our philosophy, under the care, guidance, and protection of our company.
Yeah, I like that. All right, Ron Fuller, Mossy Oak Fence. Reach out. Consumer Quarterback Show will put you right in touch, and he's going to take care of you guys and help you with your fencing and improving those values of your property and adding that security piece as well. Stay with us right here, Consumer Quarterback Show. When we come back, residents line up to foster shelter animals during Hurricane Florence. We got our feel-good story of the week and our lightning round with our expert contributors, consumerqb.com.
Hey everybody, I'm Forbes Riley, celebrity TV fitness host and creator of The Spin Gym. I'm here today with Brandon Rhymes, and you're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Great ways to get happy, healthy, and wealthy.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, we're back. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, helping you win in any marketplace. That is our goal. Powered by PlatinumMVPRealty.com. We'd urge you to check out PlatinumMVPRealty.com. Buying, selling, or investing. A lot of resources for you on our website there at PlatinumMVPRealty.com. You can set up a search. You can do a complete MLS search there. Set up your search and save favorited properties. And we'll have our team reach out if you'd like. Also, if you're looking to get a value on your home, you can go in there and just plug in the address, and it will do an automated comparable market analysis for you. And if you'd like more detail on that, of course, we can monitor that for you and check it out. PlatinumMVPRealty.com. helping you win in any marketplace. Giving a shout out to Replenish IV Solutions, the science of nutritional balance. Say hello to our friends at Replenish IV Solutions in South Tampa. They're located on Gandy Boulevard. Steve and Lisa Gunnan, they do a great job. They've got these awesome, basically it's an IV. You know, you go in, you get an IV set up right into the vein there. It's going right into your bloodstream, going directly into the organs, health and wellness, performance, weight loss, fatigue fighter, ozone therapy, so many different types of setups that they can get you going there with Replenish IV Solutions, the science of nutritional balance. All right, we're back here in the studio. A couple of hot listings got to let you know about here. Platinum MVP Realty, 215 12th Avenue Northeast in St. Petersburg. This property is 4 bedrooms, 5 bath, and it's just reduced. We reduced it down to $1.299 million, 3,752 square feet. Beautiful property here. Now, this is one of the SIPS panel homes featuring 10-foot ceilings throughout. And it's a high energy rating, beautiful property in the old northeast section of St. Petersburg. Beautiful home there. And 5506 Dallas Way in Valrico. This is the River Hills Country Club. It's a gated community, 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, 3,500 square feet. And you got a pool home, corner lot, gorgeous property here. And the contractor, it's a one-owner home that is sure to impress. And he's a contractor, and he built this property himself. So he put, all the best finishes into this property. 5506 Dallas Way, Valrico. Compliments of Platinum, MVPRealty.com. All right, we're back here in the studio. We got Ron Fuller in the house, Chuck Peterson, Suncoast Roofing, and we're going to tell you something good. Every day we're going to tell you something positive here on the Consumer Quarterback Show.
Tell me something good.
All right, so the residents were lining up to foster shelter animals during Hurricane Florence, and before the hurricane hit the Carolinas, residents were lining up at local shelters to help keep the animals safe for the duration of the storm. We got a North Carolina resident, Ali Standish, who shared a photo on Twitter showing how many people were lined up outside Saving Grace Animal Shelter waiting to foster homeless animals. We have a very small facility. It used to be an old farm. Molly Goldston, the founder of Saving Grace Animals for Adoption, told the news, we aren't set up to take care of them if there's no power. So according to Goldston, all 124 dogs that were out at the shelter before the hurricane hit are in foster homes. Saving Grace donations will help cover their increasing costs to care for the dogs, and they will have to continue to take in. As a result of the storm, we're so grateful for our community supporting us in the week, and we have saved dogs from shelters to make room for dogs displaced by the storm. She wrote on our Facebook page, we have assisted with multiple hurricanes and disasters in the past, but this one is hitting especially close to home. We need those who support the dogs. We've taken them for a week. So really interesting how, the community seemed to rally around these events, Chuck.
It's awesome, really. I mean, like I say, I'm from North Carolina, and there's a lot of that goes on up there. I noticed, I saw another quick story of a lady who helped do that when Matthew came, and she ended up keeping 7 dogs.
Wow.
That she fostered, that nobody, they were the ones that were left from the hurricane, and nobody ever came and claimed them.
Wow.
So she kept 7 of them, and she's an elderly lady, and she loves her dogs, and she's in the evacuation zone, didn't have anywhere to go, and they wouldn't let her take the dogs to the shelters.
Right.
And so she's doing her thing on Facebook, and some lady from Texas called her and said, hey, I'm paying for your truck. Do you have somewhere you can go? I'll get you a truck. And her and some other folks went together, got her a U-Haul truck, and she took her dogs to Tennessee to her cousin's house.
Wow.
And took all the dogs with her and got out of the storm. So good people everywhere.
There is. It really is, man.
It's really nice to hear those stories every now and then, because we don't get enough of that.
That's right. Yeah. And it's, rallying around the pets and, all different types.
It's good folks.
Yeah, it really is. Some good peeps out there.
Sometimes a storm brings out the best in people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
With the looting and things, it brings out the worst in people. There's always going to be that.
Yep.
But a lot of times you see the best out of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Good stuff. All right, let's jump into our lightning round here.
The lightning round!
I am so good at lightning rounds!
I majored in lightning rounds.
All right, so we got top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom. Chuck Peterson, Suncoast Roofing.
Top tips. If you are going to have work done on your roof, make sure you check out who's coming to your door.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure they're licensed and insured in the state. Make sure they can pull a permit in your municipality. Make sure they're, check them out. As a consumer, you have to do a little bit of research, but never sign a contract and give somebody 50% of the money up front. I mean, just
never do that.
There's stuff that you just have to watch out for, but just make sure who you're dealing with is reputable. Because it's a sad day when it's not.
Have us proofread the contract if you want. Send the contract over. Let us proofread it for you. We'll do that for you.
Yeah.
Ron Fuller, Mossy Oak Fence.
Kind of piggying back with Chuck. First of all, when there's a permit required, never pull a permit in your own name.
Absolutely.
That makes you responsible for the work. Contractors should almost insist that they pull the permit. That makes them responsible. If you have family members up in the Carolinas, warn them about the storm chasers in fencing and in roofing.
Mm-hmm.
That's a real common thing. Have some patience. Make sure you're dealing with reputable people.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to talk about the 6 P's. So you got proper prior planning prevents poor performance. And this is, relate this back to your business, whatever line of work you're in. So you want to make a list, the week before, the night before, and set out, what are my outcomes? What are the top outcomes for this to be deemed a successful venture or a successful meeting? Or project, right? And when you do that, when you lay it out and you start putting those ideas out there and you go to sleep on those ideas, it's putting your subconscious mind to work, your reticular activation system in your brain, and it's allowing you to generate these different ideas of what's going to help you attract the success into your life. And what you'll find is when you develop those positive ideas, you're going to have progress, you're going to release energy, and you're going to have endorphins that are released into your body, and it's going to help you proceed to, planning. So it all starts with proper prior planning, preventing poor performance. And they always say the one that's, going to win the argument or that's going to win the debate is the one that's most prepared. You ever hear that saying? So the rule is think on paper, write it down, put it on paper, get the notes out of your head and onto paper. There's something magical that happens when you do that process of writing it out. So there's my tip of the day, the 6 P's, proper prior planning, preventing poor performance. All right, we got a couple minutes left. Let's do another round here. Chuck Peterson, Suncoast Roofing, top tips, nuggets of advice. Any events coming up? Anything else you want to talk about? We do have our event coming up on October 11th. That's coming up. Going to be over at Red Door number 5. If any of our listeners would like to join us, just shoot us a message. We'd love to approve that. We have to get you on the list, so we got to get you approved for that one. So let us know.
We always talk about community stuff too. So we have to give a shout out to our girl Mary, who I think did the show with us last time.
Yeah,
she was up for empowering women in the state of Florida for the state award.
Wow!
A couple weeks ago, she was one of the top 5 nominated people in the state.
Very cool, Mary Cernicki.
Yeah. She didn't make the final. She didn't win, but she was in the top 5 of the state. So congratulations to her. Outstanding job that she does for us and for the community. She does a lot of community work.
Yeah, that's really cool, man. Some people just go above and beyond with that.
She is one of them, without a doubt. So we're proud to have her.
That's great. That's great. Ron, anything you want to add?
Yeah, one thing is if you're waiting for the hurricane to order your new fence, keep in mind, hopefully we won't have one, but we're 5 weeks out. So it's not too early to get in touch with us because hurricane season is going to be over before we can even get out to you. Wow. If you have a fence company that says, we can get you done in a couple of weeks, they're not busy enough. They don't have enough work. And piggyback on what you were saying, Brandon, the mind is a very, very strong, very active part of your being. Mm-hmm. Just like physical strength. I mean, people go to the gym, we watch what we eat. People seem to put their mind into the back door like it doesn't matter. And it really does. As you say, what you feed your mind, what you tell your mind is very powerful.
That's right.
I believe God's given us a mind and a soul, and it needs to be fed daily, just like a healthy body.
That's right. Yeah, a lot of people, they talk about the bookends of their day being the most important. What do you do the first, 5 to 10, 15 minutes when you wake up? And the same can be said before you go to bed. Feed it something positive. And it's so easy now with podcasts, YouTube. You can pull up any information that you want at the tip of your finger. So, all right, good show today. Chuck Peterson, Suncoast Roofing. Thanks so much. We appreciate you coming in, dropping those nuggets of advice for us. Ron Fuller, Mossy Oak Fence as well. Always a pleasure. And thank you for tuning in. Please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Pack up some food or clothing. Volunteer somewhere. Go into a nursing home. Do something for outside of yourself, outside of your family. Go out and help someone else. And we'll see you next time right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show, weekday afternoons at 5 on AM 1380. The Biz.
Are you a real estate agent looking to take your business to the next level and supercharge your marketing? Hi, I'm Brandon Rhymes, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show, syndicated radio and TV show talk program on iHeartRadio, 1025 The Bone, daily 5 o'clock drive time on 1380 The Biz, and our TV show is on WeBeam TV. We're looking for real estate agents that want to join our team and supercharge their marketing utilizing some of our innovative strategies. We utilize the Real Geeks platform, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, and a lot of the traditional methods as well. Postcard mailers mailed for you, postage, signage, business cards, all paid for by the company. Aggressive real estate splits and ways to help you win in any marketplace. We need you to go out, take applications, and work our plethora of leads that we're generating on a daily basis. Reach out by clicking the form below, and we'd love to have a confidential interview with you.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.